Hello everyone, my name is Nada Zahira Yahya and my student ID number is 25000040005. And here's a video of me reading the news from BBC for my phonetics and phonology assignment. The title is Firm Hacked by Roach OpenAI Models Say It Is a Wake-Up Call. Published 3 hours ago by Osman Shia, a business reporter. The co-founder of Hugging Face, a technology startup that was hacked after some of OpenAI's most advanced artificial intelligence or AI models went rogue, said on Thursday that the incident is a wake-up call for the industry. Thomas Wolfe told BBC's Newsday radio program that this will be one of the most common types of cyber attacks we see, and that most firms are not aware that the game has changed. The BBC has contacted OpenAI for comment. The ChatGPT maker said on Thursday that its AI models broke out of a secure test environment during a trial and launched a cyber attack. The firm said the incident was unprecedented and that it was conducting an investigation with Hugging Face. AI agents are able to operate alone to accomplish tasks after human instruction. Wolfe said that Hugging Face initially had no idea where the attack originated when signs of it surfaced in mid-July, but that the company was able to contain the breach. Hugging Face is one of the world's largest open-source hubs for sharing AI models and is often used by tech developers and researchers. Wolfe said the breach was very different from the usual cyber attacks that Hugging Face often faces, and that OpenAI quickly informed the company that its models were behind the hack. In a very short time, there was 17,000 attacks on Hugging Face's network from various IP or Internet Protocol addresses, said Wolfe, who is also the firm's chief science officer. Wolfe said it was a warning to other companies that they must strengthen their cybersecurity defenses to counter such attacks. The hack is worrying because it suggests OpenAI's models ignored these typical safeguards that would prevent an AI program from committing a cyber attack, said Nate Source from the Machine Intelligence Research Institute. In some sense, it knew that it was not what the creators intended. It just didn't care, he added. Other organizations have also taken note of the incident. A UK government spokesperson said the country's AI Security Institute was studying how the AI system behaved in the incident, that it was continuing to work with OpenAI and other labs to strengthen safeguards. They urged organizations to ramp up their cybersecurity measures by taking steps such as enrolling in the government-backed Cyber Essentials certification scheme. The incident has come at a crucial time for the industry after the US government last month ordered American tech firm Anthropic to restrict access to its AI models over national security concerns. The Department of Commerce lifted the restrictions several weeks later. People in the industry have also raised security concerns of the widespread use of open-source models in China, allowing anyone to install and customize AI tools released by major developers. Chinese startup Moonshoot AI will release its Kimi K3 open-source model on 27th July. Since debuting last week, it has drawn industry attention, with many viewing it as a strong competitor to leading Western AI systems. But on Wednesday, a White House advisor accused Moonshot of a large-scale effort to steal the capabilities to stop US AI models. And that is the first news. And the second news will be about technologies also. I'm sorry, my internet is not giving. Okay. Wait a second. Here it is. The second news is Google burning through cash with spiraling AI cost. Published 2 hours ago by Callie Hayes, a technology reporter. Google parent Alphabet saw its business continue to grow in recent months, yet growing spending on artificial intelligence or AI infrastructure put its leftover cash into negative territory. The company's free cash flow, the cash it maintained after paying for operations and investments, came in at negative $5.9 billion or 4.3 billion pounds for the first time in at least a decade, according to its past financial record. Alphabet's spending on AI is now expected to hit as much as $205 billion this year, an increase from $119 billion as major tech companies race to build around the new wave of the technology. Meanwhile, Alphabet's combined quarterly revenue hit $119.8 billion, up to 23% compared with the same time last year. But the company's stock fell 4% in after-hours trading. Anat Ashkenazi, Google's chief financial officer, noted on a call with financial analysts that the company had shown negative free cash flow due to the growing capital expenditures, essentially all of which was related to AI spending. She said the company spent $45 billion in the second quarter, with 60% of the cost going towards servers and the remaining 40% going towards data centers. Alphabet's capital spending was $36 billion in the first quarter of this year. Ashkenazi said on the call that when it comes to AI, the demand still outpaces the investments. As long as we see these attractive opportunities to invest, we will continue to invest. Sundar Pichai, Google's chief executive, said that the technological shift to AI tools and capabilities still feels like early innings and in a shift across multiple areas, and that the company's plans around generating financial returns on its spending were disciplined. What I see with what you can do with frontier capabilities, there's still a lot of work left to do to translate that into experiences for our users. So that looks like extraordinary opportunities with extraordinary returns. Rachel Winter, a partner at the wealth management firm Killick & Co., said there was a bit of surprise among investors about how much Google was spending. They said that this year the total they will spend will be between $195 billion and $205 billion. So these are huge numbers. And I think the fact that the shares dropped about 30.5% in after-hours trading when the results came out, that suggests there is a little bit of concern about those levels. Tesla, the electric vehicle company controlled by Elon Musk, also reported negative free cash flow on Wednesday of $1.1 billion for the second quarter due to its own increasing investment costs. It was the company's first negative showing of leftover cash in 2 years, according to its financial record. Vaibhav Taneja, Tesla's chief financial officer, said during a call with analysts that the company will spend as much as $25 billion this year, more than double its capital spending in 2025. He added that Tesla was in a big investment cycle and that its spending would probably increase further over the next 3 years. Tesla's stock also dropped by 4% in after-hour trading. I guess that's all, but I think since it's not 10 minutes yet, I'm going to read another news about technology. And the third news will be, wait, give me a second. Here it is. OpenAI says its AI went rogue and launched unprecedented cyber attack. Uploaded 22 hours ago. I'm sorry, my bad. It's 22 hours ago by Laura Kress, a technology reporter. OpenAI has revealed some of its most advanced AI models when rogue and hacked a startup after it lost control of them during a security test. The ChatGPT maker said its agent, an AI system which can operate alone after human instruction, was being tested in a controlled environment but, after finding weaknesses, was able to escape the test limits. They targeted Hugging Face, one of the world's largest hubs for sharing AI models, gaining access to some internal company system. OpenAI said the incident was unprecedented, and was conducting an investigation alongside Hugging Face, whose boss Clement DeLong said in a post on X, "It was mind-blowing that all of this happened autonomously." The investigation is ongoing and will share more learnings from what might be the first incident of its kind, DeLong added. A government spokesperson said that the UK's AI Security Institute was studying the behavior from the AI system in the incident and was continuing to work with OpenAI and other labs to improve safeguards. They said organizations should step up their cyber defenses by taking steps such as enrolling in the government-backed by Cyber Essentials certification scheme. Insecure sandboxes. Gina Neff, head of the Minderoo Center for Technology and Democracy at the University of Cambridge, told BBC Radio 4 Today program that the security tests, called sandboxes, are supposed to be secure environments where you can see what the models are capable of. In this case, it looks like OpenAI didn't make a secure enough sandbox, she added. Instead, the agents created their own cyber attack against the sandbox itself, finding a vulnerability which allowed them to escape the restrictions. Once outside, the AI identified Hugging Face as a likely source of the answers they were seeking in the test and tried to gain access. Neil Lawrence, professor of machine learning at Cambridge University, called it an impressive feat, but cautioned it falls well within the known capabilities of the current generation of high-powered AI models. He pointed out that OpenAI is looking to list itself on the stock market and faces intense pressure from rival firm Anthropic, which has made headlines with its own powerful AI tool, Mythos. OpenAI are now playing catch-up. They're trying to demonstrate their own system's capability in cybersecurity. It shows us that OpenAI are not capable of safely deploying their own technology, he added. In its initial disclosure of the hack on 16 July, Hugging Face said it was still assessing whether any customer or partner data was affected and would contact affected parties if necessary. It said it has now closed the vulnerabilities highlighted by the incident and rebuilt the affected systems. Autonomous, AI-driven offensive tooling is no longer theoretical, it said. Defending an online platform now means treating the data and model surface as a first-class attack surface and using an AI defense to keep pace. We will keep investing there and keep sharing what we learn. Sobering moment. The incident has prompted fresh questions about the capabilities of advanced AI systems and whether existing safeguards are sufficient as the technology becomes more powerful. Spencer Starkey, an executive at cyber security firm Sonic Wall, told the BBC the incident made it clear organizations needed to step up their own defenses and treat cyber resilience as a core operational priority. The uncomfortable truth is that too many organizations are still defending at human speed, while adversaries are escalating to machine speed, he said. Meanwhile, Travis Lil, I don't know how to pronounce it right, I'm sorry if it's wrong, principal security engineer at cybersecurity consulting firm Guidepoint Security, said the update marked as a sobering moment in cybersecurity. The highlights announce asymmetry, he said. Offensive agents are unconstrained, while the best defensive tools are blocked behind guardrails that cannot understand context. But Jake Moore, global cybersecurity advisor at ESET, said the announcement could also have a competitive dimension. The art OpenAI may be seeking to highlight its own AI capabilities as rival Anthropic attracts growing attention for its Claude Mythos model. It does pose the question that OpenAI are potentially chasing the marketing dream of Anthropic of late, he said. It comes a week after Chinese AI startup Moonshot unveiled Kimi K3, a massive new artificial intelligence model it said could rival top US firms. And that is all. I'm really sorry for the messes, a lot of messes in this video. Sorry for my mistake if I misspelled or mispronounced it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.